Hi friends, good evening. My name is Captain Vijay. I'm starting a new channel for educating, the staff, basically the shore staff, looking about the seafarers, joining, signing on, training, travel, etc., etc. I have been in the maritime industry from 1995, and I switched ashore in 2007. And I have always been in the crewing department. So I have seen a lot of staff, a lot of people, that I have interacted with so many people. I have learned so many things in the last 15 years. And per se, the maritime industry has given me a lot. So I am planning to give something back to the industry, what I have learned. I will be taking mostly topics related to the manning, recruitment. I will be covering mostly technical, but there might be some non-technical stuff also which I will be covering. Okay, there are I heard 1.9 million seafarers around, sailing all over the world, and the number of ships is 74,000. So the number is huge. And the manning community, the crewing is an international community. It's not specific to any region or area. We have big crewing countries like Philippines, Indonesia, Ukraine, East European, the whole of East Europe. Our neighbors, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan. Well, so many seafaring nations. So I'll be covering mostly common topics where it is covering the international scenario and not specific to any region. Keep watching my videos. The first video I am planning to take on something called the flag. Who are already in the maritime industry will be very familiar with what is flag. But there are flag is it's not it's a single word, but it has many meanings in the maritime industry. So the first video is on the flag. So let's see what is flag, and let's dive into the video. Thank you so much for viewing this video, and please be with me till the end. You will get more information about what is flag. I'm going to cover a lot of things. And as all YouTubers say, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe. Good evening, everybody. This is the first video on the maritimeplatform.com. You can go and visit this website where we have a lot of information already present. We have a blogging site, we have a question and answer website, and we have a video platform where you can also upload your videos. Going into this video, this way we'll be covering flag and the flag state endorsements. So I'll divide this into different parts, and the first part I will be covering what is flag. You might wonder one full video only for the flag, but as if you are in the maritime industry, you know that flag has a lot of meanings. So let's go to the next slide. Definitions of flag. We have a few flags. Flags is used on board. Flag is basically a piece of cloth having a design on it. So we have different types of flags on board. We will cover one by one. And let me tell you that this video is not about flags on board, which everybody knows who is already sailing or on shore. They might not know, but this video is not about flags on board. We are not much interested, so I'm just going to graze through the flags on board. I'm not going to go deep into it. My purpose of this video is definition of flags from the documentation and the ship perspective, and not on the actual flags which are used on board. Alphabet or number flag, this everybody must be aware. I think you would have, if you are not a seafarer also, you might be privy to this information. You have shown photographs where the ships are you can call it decorated or colored. They put up all the flags they are having from A to Z and 1 to Z, 1 to 0. So all these numbers are put, and this image will tell you what are the flags I'm talking about. These are the flags. There are some flags which they are still used. For example, B, which is called Bravo, that is a sign of danger. And if you see there's a yellow flag, that is the Quebec, that is a Q. So that is for the free pratic request. G is I require a pilot. H is I have a pilot on board. Some ports are still using this. You need to get these flags up when you approach the port, and it means these things. So you have definitions for numbers. You have definitions for what is the meaning of alphabetical flags. So those are all there. So that is one kind of a flag what we use on the ship. Second is semaphore flag. It is basically two flags only. It is more of a hand gesture signaling various messages. Again, similarly, for every alphabet you have a direction, you have two flags, and they can show they can communicate. But these are all outdated now. Nobody is using this for communication anymore. Third kind of flags what we have, their third category you can say, that is you have the ensigns, courtesy flag, and the house flag. The ensign is basically what kind of ship you are. Are you a government ship? Are you a merchant ship? Or you a naval ship? All these things are military ships. So this is defined by the ensigns. Courtesy is basically a country flag wherever the ship goes. For example, you are on an Indian ship and it is going to Europe, or some specific country, Belgium, or so whenever you go to that port, you fly the Belgian flag on the main mast. So that is you have different places, where you have to fly, like ensign where you have to fly, courtesy flag where you have to fly, house flag where you have to fly. All those things are there. So we are not going to go deep into all those things. So these are all the flags what we have. Ensign you have three, that is government, military, and commercial, or the merchant ensigns. And courtesy flag is basically the country flag, and house flag is basically the company flags. For example, if you are from Shipping Corp of India, for example, an Indian company, they have their own flag, the company's flag. That is called the house flag. So just an example, these are the ensigns for India. The blue ensign, the white ensign, red signifies merchant, white signifies military, navy, etc., and blue signifies there are government ships. And this is an example of some Indian house flags of companies. You can go to this link and they have listed out most of the Indian companies, some existing, some not existing. They have given the flag, so you can go just for the information purpose. So this is the basic kind of flags what we use on board, and let's go into the next slide where we will see what we are trying to cover in this video actually. So continuation, other meanings of flag. What else the flag can mean? Flag is the country of registration of the vessel. For example, if every ship has to be registered somewhere. You just cannot have a ship without registry. You just like what you do for a vehicle. You take from the supplier or the builder, or whatever you call for the cars, the franchisee, whatever. Whenever you get, you have a registration plate already mentioned. So you cannot drive a vehicle without registration. So similarly, any vessel you bring out for operation, it needs to be registered somewhere. So that country where it is registered is called the country of registration. and that is also called the flag of the vessel. You would have in maritime parlance we regularly ask what is the flag of the vessel. So that is what it is, where it is registered, where the ship is registered. How is it registered? They have RTOs also, the road transport offices where they go and register. It is all the ships are registered in ports. For example, if it is India, it will be Mumbai. If the I'm sure you would have seen this Mumbai written on Indian flag vessels below the name of the vessel in the forward side and aft side. So this basically tells which port it is. It's called the port of registration. So which port exactly they have actually registered, and they have official number. Official number is for the port of registration. There is one more number called the IMO number, which remains throughout the life of the vessel. Once it comes out the yard, it is assigned an IMO number, and till it goes to scrap, the number IMO number is retained for the vessel. But official number, if the owner changes, the owner is of a different country, the official number will change. Okay, so official number is for the country where it is registered, and that is called the flag of the vessel. And the port of registry is always mentioned on the hull of the vessel, the main hull. What is a flag state? Again, there are two words here, flag and then state. Flag is the country. The state is also in the parlance of the maritime, it is called country. It is not state meaning some state in the US or some state in India. It is basically a flag state meaning the country of the flag. For example, if it is, the ship is registered in India, and for that ship, the flag state is India. Okay, so you have a difference between flag state and port state, so that we will cover in the later video. And flag state comes in specs. All the statutory certificates are issued by the flag state. That is the country where the ship is registered. That country, you will have a Director General of Shipping, the government body, will be taking care of the vessel for the statutory certification. So they will be issuing all the mandatory certificate. That also we will cover up in the later video. What are the certificates required? What are the required certificates required for the ship? What are the certificates required for the company to have? All those things we will be covering in a later video. Okay, continuing, basically country is referred to as a state in the legal parlance of the maritime industry, as I told you. Hence the term flag state inspection or flag state endorsement. Flag state inspection is what I spoke, we will cover later. The flag state DG Shipping comes and inspects their own. For example, that can be anything. For example, if there is a Liberian flagged vessel, and there is a Liberian government is coming and inspecting that vessel, that will be a flag state inspection for that vessel. Okay, so whoever is the flag state, if he comes on board and inspects the vessel, then it is called the flag state inspection. Okay, flag state endorsement is again a bigger topic. We should first understand what is an endorsement, then what is a flag state. So that again I will take it up for a next video. Also, I wanted to keep all these videos, to 10 to 15 minutes max, so that people are not very bored listening to these topics. So I want to keep the videos short. So I will stick to, I think, 10 to 15 minutes videos in the start. If I get a lot of comment that you should increase the duration of the video, then I will look at it. But presently I am looking at, I will do only 10 to 15 minutes of videos max. Okay, here the registration we are talking about, flag is the country of registration of the vessel. There are three types of registers. As I was telling, you will have a register in each port where on the flag state, and that port of registration will be mentioned on the ship, etc. There are three types of registers which are there. First is a national register of ships. Basically, national registers meaning, for example, India is a national register, where you have a register in each port, and they are all directly linked to the Indian administration, and they have certain rules and regulations where they need to follow what are the taxes to be paid, what are the regulations to be followed. All those details are mentioned with the registration. So you get a certificate of registry. When the ship is registered, you will get a, for example, if you take Indian ships, you will get a certificate of registry from the Government of India. Okay, so for example, India is has a national registry of ships. Secondary register of ships. So what happens is, for example, if you have India where you have a national register of ships, then India tomorrow decides, okay, we should have because the registration of ships is very difficult in India, and lot of people are not, lot of owners are very hesitant to register their ships in India because there are a lot of rules and regulations, and DG Shipping is very strict in inspection, etc., etc. Then India decides, we should start one more register. They can have different registers. The country has an option of starting different register, and that register may be in some island, for example, Andaman Nicobar, or this side Lakshadweep. So we will start one register in Lakshadweep. So that will be called Lakshadweep registry. So that is the secondary register where the rules will be little liberal, so that it will be easier for ship owners to come and register. So they have an option of either registering to national register, or they have an option of registering to the secondary register. We have one very good example where the UK and the Isle of Man. UK is the national register, and Isle of Man is the secondary register what they have. Third is the flag of convenience register of ships. This is the biggest chunk of registry of ships. You would have heard, I think you would have got the maximum number of ships registered in flag of convenience. What are these? Basically, flag of convenience is a country where the rules are very, very free, very, very loose, and in case of national register or even the secondary register, there is a requirement that the owner should be traceable, the owner should be in the country of the register, etc., etc. There are a lot of restrictions in the type of owners. But in case of flag of convenience, there is no restriction as such. The owner of the ship can be in any country, the technical manager can be in any country, the crew manager can be in any country. So they just give the registry of ships. Registration of the ship is done in the flag of convenience, and with minimum documentation and paperwork. You need to have a paper company in that country, and then the registration is a very easy process. So the biggest examples are Panama, Liberia. These are all flag of convenience where there are a lot of people, owners who come and register the ships in this flag of convenience. Flag state endorsement. This is a flag where there is a country where you have a seafarer document, and you get the endorsement for the other country. This is again a very big topic, so I think I will stop this first video here, and we will continue in the next video, continuing from the flag state endorsement. Thank you so much for sticking on and viewing this video till here. I hope you got some information from this. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you so much.